Genetic counseling, helping individuals understand their genetic risks. Genetic counseling is an important medical discipline that involves providing individuals and families with information about their genetic risks. This type of counseling is particularly important for people who may be at an increased risk of developing certain genetic conditions due to factors such as family history, ethnicity, or age. Genetic counselors are healthcare professionals who are trained to provide information regarding genetic testing, diagnosis, and management of genetic conditions. They work alongside medical doctors to help patients understand their genetic risks and what steps they can take to manage or reduce those risks. There are several reasons why an individual may choose to seek genetic counseling. For instance, couples who are planning to start a family and have a history of genetic disorders among their family members may want to know their chances of having a child with a genetic condition. Likewise, individuals who have been diagnosed with a genetic condition may wish to learn more about the condition or receive guidance regarding the management of the condition. One of the main objectives of genetic counseling is to help individuals make informed decisions by guiding them through the complexities of genetic testing and counseling. Genetic testing involves analyzing an individual's DNA to identify changes or mutations that may be associated with a particular condition or disease. The results of genetic testing can be helpful in many ways, from understanding one's risk of developing a condition to identifying an appropriate course of treatment. However, genetic testing also has limitations and potential risks. For example, a genetic test may reveal that an individual is carrying a gene that increases the risk of developing a particular condition. But it may not always predict whether or when that condition will develop. Furthermore, genetic testing can be costly and may have emotional and psychological implications, particularly if the results indicate an increased risk of a serious condition. Genetic counselors play a crucial role in helping individuals understand the limitations, benefits, and risks of genetic testing. They can explain the results of genetic testing in a way that is easy to understand, and help individuals and families make informed decisions regarding their health and medical care. During a genetic counseling session, a counselor typically takes a detailed medical history, reviews any relevant genetic testing or medical records, and discusses the individual's concerns and goals. The counselor may also conduct a risk assessment to identify any potential genetic risks and discuss any preventive or management strategies available. For example, a genetic counselor may provide counseling for a couple with a history of cystic fibrosis, CF, in their family. The counselor may explain that CF is an inherited disorder caused by mutations in the CFTR gene. The counselor may then review the couple's family history and discuss the likelihood of the couple being carriers of the CF gene. The counselor may recommend genetic testing to determine whether the couple is carrying the CF gene. If the test results indicate that both partners are carriers, the counselor may discuss the risk of having a child with CF, which is 25% for each pregnancy. The counselor may also discuss options for prenatal diagnosis or pre-implantation genetic diagnosis, PGD, which involves testing embryos produced through in vitro fertilization, IVF, for the presence of the CF gene before they are implanted in the mother's uterus. Genetic counseling can also help individuals better understand the risks and benefits of genetic testing for specific conditions. For instance, genetic testing for hereditary breast and ovarian cancer, HBOC, may be recommended for individuals with a family history of these cancers. The test can identify whether an individual carries a mutation in the BRCA1 or BRCA2 genes, which can increase the risk of developing breast or ovarian cancer. If the test results indicate a mutation in one of these genes, the genetic counselor can provide counseling regarding preventive measures, such as